It's Wednesday, my dudes, and tonight we're sending out a Blerd Alert. Tonight we welcome the amazing trio. I already screwed this up. Forget it. All right. Anyway, we got Sebastian, we got Brandon, we got Quip. It's gonna be an amazing show, and I'm gonna trip over my words as I always do. So grab a fig, settle in, and Machu, cue that intro.
What were you trying to say?
Talented trio. I was going with talented trio.
Oh, that's what you stumbled on?
Yeah, that's what I stumbled on. My tongue got in the way of my eye tooth that couldn't see what I was saying. Still one of my favorites. Anyway, it is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday.
Welcome to episode 155.
We can count.
Two Sentinels. We can. We think. I'm sure we missed one somewhere. But
yeah.
Anyway, it's been a good week. It's been a busy week. How are you, Machu?
I'm good. Can't complain. Yeah. Shout out to everybody for telling me that the Rumbler is in stock.
Are you getting like Rumbler number 1 from the new stock? Is that how that works?
I think so, because yes, people. They reached out to me. Mezco themselves reached out to me on IG, and they cleared up the whole thing with the Rumbler. So it's already shipped. That's how quick they worked out.
Wow.
Yeah. I got the notification earlier. I should get it tomorrow.
Damn.
Yeah.
From not having any information to here, you'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah. No, keep quiet. No.
Yeah. Shut your trap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. This week has been nothing but like delivery after delivery after delivery.
Dude, it's been delivery. It's been pre-order. It's it's been a tough week. It's been a tough week.
Our Hot Toys Jinx in.
Yeah, which I haven't opened.
I haven't opened that.
You know, it's in this box.
Yep.
So Webhead says should be a free Rumbler. So
I mean, I kind of paying for storage is expensive in New York, so
it's true.
You know, if I had to pay storage, I would have to pay them money. So it's free storage.
Free storage. Yeah.
I knew I was getting a Rumbler. It's just I had to be patient.
Yeah. You handled it better than I would. That's for sure. So I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So
but, I mean, it would just go in the garage anyway.
It's true. It's true.
What else do you get?
I believe, or this should be. I love this. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
The old Joy Toy Turtle Van is here.
Yes, I got that too.
So,
also went straight into the garage.
We really need to just coordinate more. This way we're not ordering the same stuff. I think that's it in terms of like big stuff that came in this week. So
yeah. Unfortunately, you did get an email, which I found funny because the guy sent you the conversation, but you can't understand it. So
yeah, that was great. I appreciated that. The Medi Toys, Donnie and Michelangelo are delayed. And he was like, here's a screenshot of the conversation with the manufacturer. And I was like, awesome. Pull up.
Donnie is trying to translate that right now.
Everything's in a completely different language, which again, appreciate the openness and willingness to share, but does me absolutely no good. Yeah. But yeah, you got your Mikey and Donnie. That's good.
Well, I did tell you to because I did notice on the website, he didn't give us a notification. I did notice on the website that the image changed to all 4 turtles. So I was like, maybe I'll put in for the shipping now. And then,
which is also a little weird, right? Because if you're not checking the website every day.
Yeah, I just got the feeling because it's like people are starting to get their Donnie and Mikey in, so I'm like, maybe he's got it in or coming soon. So I was just like, I really do like the Donnie. I think he is not my favorite turtle, but my favorite one in the line. I think.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
most personality in there.
He's got some cool stuff. He's got that Mauser hybrid like arm thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Right, and it's articulated, and you can change it. So like I think you can change it to there's a security camera, there's a thing that holds the staff, and some other like a laser, I think.
Nice. I like that he's even got a different belt. Right? Like he's got like an even teched up belt.
No, they all have about the same belt.
Well, no, like Raps is just like a material. Looks like a material.
No, Raps is like that too.
Is it? Hang on, it's right here. It's different.
Oh, I'm talking about the R, like the
Yeah.
letter.
Yeah, but look, the R is different. Oh, the letter itself is but I'm talking
Yeah.
about the way it's connected. It looks different. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess Mikey's is the
Personality.
same. Mikey's is the same on there.
Oh, well, that's weird now.
Yeah.
Oh, quick, dig up Leo. What's Leo look like?
Where is my Leo?
He was a different belt.
Leo has the same belt.
It looks like he has the same belt as Raph. So they put the two of them. Look at that.
Oh, he's just got like something around it.
Yeah.
No difference.
All right. Well, as we discuss fashion advice on Ninja Turtles, that's what everybody's here to say. Oh, speaking of, let's check in with the chat. Let's see who's here. We got Video Power Gaming saying good evening. We got our friend Needles. Number 4 is here. More like Hot Dudes Alert on a Wednesday. Josh Brown is here. Gash is back here. He says, "What's up, peeps? Thanks for tuning in and all your support. Really means the world to all of us. To them, not us. We could care. No, I'm kidding. You know that." Dom is here. He says, "Hello there. We got Detroit Dave. It's Cash Money Records. Love that. Webhead is here. He says, "What up, J. John Machu in chat?
What
Hope
up?
everyone's having a great evening." Grumps is here. He says, "Is this the right chat?" I don't know, Grumps. I don't know anymore. Just pick one. It's fine. Let's see, Scotty's here saying you're. KJ's here. What's going on, KJ? We got Rowdy Riles.
What's up?
Let's see what else we got. That's right, Bamfers. Bamps. What's up, dudes? Dan the Toy Man. What's going on? Blunt Force Honesty is here. Keep scrolling. Dave Wonder. What's going on, Dave Wonder? It's right. I am not, but they're here. They're gonna hang out with us. Toy Redsu hitting us with the
Sup, nerds?
every time. Dave Wonder with the $5 super hat saying much love from Minnesota, fellas. Jealous of the turtles. Oh, I'm sure yours are on your way. Fabio is here. What's up, Fabio? Chamba's here. This should be a good one. And Diggs saying, "What up, fellas?"
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I also got some Street Fighter stuff. I got Dan in Storm Arena.
Nice.
Basically the Ryu and Ken body, but with the undershirt. But the joints are really smooth compared to like the first generation of the figures. They're really tight, and I had to put shock oil in them. But these ones are a lot smoother. And then I got Charlie.
Whoa!
Which comes with a cool effect.
That is a really cool effect.
Yeah, for his flash kick.
That looks good.
Reverse flash kick.
They haven't done Guile yet, have they? Or have they? No. Okay.
So Guile wasn't in Street Fighter Alpha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that's why we got Charlie.
Oh,
his friend.
All right. I'm gonna have to dive into the Street Fighter lore, or just listen to Cheney ramble on for 45 minutes one day. So, love Cheney. Anyway, all right. Let's kind of bring in our guys here. Let's see what we got going on. So, we got Sebastian, Brandon, and Scotty. What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's happening?
How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for having us.
I'm great. I'm a little sleepy. I'm still recovering from the Blerd Alert that ran a little long on Monday, but I am thankful to be here. Thank you both for having us on.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we were excited to have you guys. Big fans of yours and big fans of everybody here. So, but yeah, let's talk about it because I really enjoyed the rant and ramble. And I love that you guys picked like going through the Spider-Man movie, and you had Alex and Dole on as well. And what I love about it is like being like if you got being on with you guys to do something like that is always fun because you're like communicating and like going back and forth with each other. But there's also something special about watching it as a fan and just being like, I can't believe he picked Spider-Man 3. What does he do? Just like having that. What is it? Armchair quarterback moment where you're just yelling at the screen for no reason, and not having any opportunity to answer it.
I know that's one thing. I know it's funny when Alex sent me his list and he was like, I don't know, some people are going to be mad at it, and I'm just like, it's good. It is his list, and like I kind of prefaced it with, everybody is going to have their own favorite Spider-Man list, right? And YouTube. You could start up a YouTube channel for free, get with your buddies. And if you really, really dislike any of our picks, let us know about it. You can duet it, whatever. Just go through and say, these morons went with Spider-Man 3 or Homecoming. Where was the love for Amazing Spider-Man? That's fair. It's fun. That just kind of contributes to the fun of it. And I know we even talked about, it was really hard because I think we all, like all three of us, started to fanboy out a little bit. I mean, Seb, Brandon, we had Ryan Dole, who was, visual effects coordinator for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I will say, Sebastian, I will confirm for Sebastian. I mean, he's gone so far as to his older son's name is Miles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not, we didn't just put on like, oh, we have to make these our top on the list. It was legitimately like, we are fans. And so
also, I love that you're encouraging people to make a channel just so they can go against our one episode.
Go for it. I mean,
what would they call it? Like the
Invite the
anti-blurred?
Anti-blurred?
Blerd Alert?
Anti-blurred.
That might be a bit much, but no, just name the channel whatever you name the channel. Talk about nerdy stuff. Keep it positive. I mean, don't get ugly. I mean, keep it about just nerd, like a friendly nerd debate, right? And that's fine. That's okay. People like what they like.
You kind of needed somebody like Alex to be the monkey wrench to throw in the Spider-Man 3.
Yep.
Exactly.
Because like you can't all have the same number 1 and number 2.
Right.
But like, it is tough when it is overall pretty much Spider-Verse.
You're pretty good. Spider-Verse is...
He went as far as like emoing his hair out too.
Yeah.
To like really land it.
He went into character.
It was.
Dude, I gotta clip that one. I'm gonna have to ask him if I'm allowed to clip it though, because I don't know if he wants that to like live in people's.
It's on the internet.
It's on your show. I think you carte blanche. Yeah.
I mean, if he was absolutely against it, hey, sharing it with him. If he wanted us to take it down, we'd take it down. I mean, we don't want to jeopardize friendships over just a a little silliness. But I'm sure Alex.
We might sculpt it, 3D print it, and then send it his way. Though.
There you go.
There you go. Absolutely.
Let's see. We got Video Power Gaming says, I just finished the Tobey Maguire trilogy since Blerd Alert. Going to watch them all. So you since Monday you went back and watched all 3 of them? Because that's
look at us. Look at us just inspiring people.
Yeah. Well, we got Toy Chase here. What's going on, Toy Chase? And then Toy Amigos with a very generous $20 super hat saying, "Yo, Wednesday, this is gonna be a great one." Thank you guys, appreciate that. And then Video Power Gaming also says we need to rank. You guys need to rank the Star Wars properties, or are you gonna go into
all the properties? So that means TV shows.
Hard one.
TV shows as well.
I was gonna say if you did 3 hours just on Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I mean we'll definitely have to have Dole back, and maybe some of his collaborators on their Star Wars channel. Maybe that'd be a fun conversation. We'd have to narrow it down though. It couldn't be all the things everywhere. That was the hard part about.
I gotta watch them all first though.
Josh doesn't.
Oh, that's true.
Seb has not watched all of them.
So he's coming in with a fresh set of eyes.
That's kind of cool though. There is something special about that, right? Seeing him now for the first time.
I am somewhat jealous.
I'm just surprised.
Oh, totally. Yeah, we should revoke his nerd card until he's seen them all. But
I think mine's stuck in the mail, and now there's a surcharge now. Did you guys see that? So
to get it,
I am curious to see his take on it though, because it is everybody has their different way of getting into Star Wars, right? For me, it was mostly on Syndicate, right? Like it just reruns on TBS or TNT. I would always catch it on TV, like when it's playing, like at a certain point, it's always the same scene too on each movie. Yeah. So like there are people who saw it in theaters that are older, and I don't know. J-Shot, you also just saw it through TV, right?
I mean, I remember going to the prequels, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, watched them on VHS, and then, I mean, that's how I remember it. But I would also say, I would probably rank the cartoon series probably pretty high.
Which cartoon series?
Oh, dude, Rebels and Clone Wars. Come on, those are top tier for sure.
Because there was also a 2D Clone Wars.
Yeah, the animated one.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It was like 7 episodes, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. And that one went hard, man. General Grievous in that one, they really watered him down for the movies, because in the animated one, he went so hard on those Jedi. I was like, oh my God, is this guy?
Mhm.
We're gonna get him in live action? Like, I was so excited. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so I was.
I mean, and he
already
was
set for
collecting
it.
the lightsaber, so you'd
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
they would make him more formidable in the movies, but I don't know if it was a time thing or what.
I don't know.
I love, you guys ever hear the story about how Filoni was making the Clone Wars, but because Lucas put in the line from Grievous where he says, we meet for the first time to Anakin, he had to make the entire series of the Clone Wars where they never meet.
Oh yes,
And it was like all these like jumping around tricks to make sure they don't meet. Like he's on the wrong ship and all this stuff. It was actually pretty, like Filoni gets angry. He's like, because of this one line, you know.
I have heard that. That is fun behind the scenes.
But yeah, I would say, dude, like Clone Wars, Rebels. I even do Rogue One, man. Rogue One.
Yeah,
Not that we're gonna
Rogue
go
One's
into
good.
this tonight because I want to give you guys the
Sounds
opportunity.
like
to
we
have
are.
it on
Why
your show.
not? I mean, it sounds like we're already ranting and rambling and ranking these movies right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Seb. You're gonna have to sit out.
It's okay.
Oh,
Sam.
I'll ramble all day, baby. I don't have to know I don't have to know what I'm talking about.
Let's see. Loco Lou says, "What's poppin', people?" Toy Migo says, "Clone Wars 2D was killer." Let's see. Also gave us Dirge. I don't know if I know who Dirge is. I have to go back on that one. And then Dom says, "My intro to Star Wars was getting the original trilogy on VHS from a bootlegger that went by Kojak."
Nice.
Okay.
That's a perfect name for a
That's a
bootlegger.
really cool name.
Yeah.
That is a solid name. Now, I did want to double back to what Machu just shared as far as like catching it on TBS.
Mhm.
I'm curious to know if you would catch it at the same spot that I would catch it. So which part would you catch Empire Strikes Back on? Like, okay, you're flipping through the channels and then, oh, hey, like what part was it usually?
Usually, okay. So most of the time, it would be they're already on Bespin. So most of the movies are already over. Or
okay.
actually, he's at Dagobah. He's looking for Yoda.
Okay, because for me, it was usually Luke after the Wampa attack, like
Okay.
in the
Okay.
hospital bed.
So,
and they're kind of like
so
standing
it
over
still
him.
kind of started.
Yeah. But it's like every single time I would just catch it at, oh,
Mhm.
okay, all right. I guess we're watching it from here now. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's something that's different that the newer generations can't. They won't experience, like, because most of them don't even watch regular TV. Like
Oh.
everything is on streaming now, so you can
Mhm.
watch it from the beginning and watch whatever you want whenever you want.
Yeah.
What's so crazy is like back then, before the prequels came out, and us nerds back then knew George Lucas was making another Star Wars.
Mhm.
That hype was so
So real.
big, man. I
Mhm.
remember
Mhm.
because I saw the re-releases with my dad before the
Yeah.
prequels.
Yeah.
So it was like a gear up. It was like
Yeah.
a gear up to
With the
episode
new
one.
footage, with the
Yeah,
extra
with the new
footage.
footage, with the CGI, the questionable CGI. And even like Taco Bell had like toys
Mhm.
going with like the original releases, some Pogs, I think.
Dude, the best
And
tie-in
it
is
was
still
crazy.
the best tie-in still goes to where I'm from, Chile, where they put in the beers like
Oh,
into
the
movie.
commercials.
Oh, the commercials. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember
wow.
hearing about that.
Cerveza Cristal.
Where like
Nice.
where Obi-Wan would open the container and he'd reach
Yep.
down, right? Like and they would just
Yep.
insert. Dude, that's brilliant. That was so great to see that.
They were actually pretty well composited in. I was
Yeah,
impressed.
yeah.
I'm
They
like,
were.
really good job there.
It was
It
good.
works, man.
Oh,
That's some synergy.
Toy Bigo says old school Star Wars fans know the letterbox struggle back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Yes, when you had like 3 different VHSs that
Yes.
came out, you had the gold and the silver, and you had the original and then the updated. It was kind of crazy.
think
I
we
used to
had the
catch Empire
gold.
Strikes Back where Han was leaving Luke on Hoth.
Was
Okay.
saving.
Saving.
Yeah.
Got it.
Leaving.
Leaving. Bye.
Lost a lot of good men.
Let's see. The one where Obi-Wan had a stash. Yeah, the Death Star. Oh, right. When he's reaching for the tractor beam.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah,
See that one
yeah,
too.
that's
Yeah.
really great. Those are great. All right. Well, you said you're gonna have Dole back on. There was no invite for us, but that's okay. You guys enjoy.
Oh, no.
no.
Definitely have you
Doors
on
open for you guys. Stop.
Yeah.
That's
See.
all right.
We got to focus on the positive talk. That is part of what we had talked about from Spider-Man, right?
It's
You
true.
are amazing, J-Shot. You are amazing, Machu.
Thank you.
And just, accept
You're only
that.
saying that because you're between them. That's the only reason why you're
He's
saying.
between two Sentinels. He
I
has
think,
to say it.
Sebastian's upset here. We'll
I'm a little
rotate it so
salty.
everybody.
There you
Yeah,
go.
look,
Well, yeah,
everybody
we
gets
can
an
work the
opportunity.
rotation.
Even the
There you
purple?
go.
The purple goes.
The purple
There
goes.
you go. Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
It
No,
does
we
kind
do
of
like-
look like J-Shot and Brandon are in the same room. Maybe even you get in the purple,
Purple.
like
There we
lighting.
go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
little bit of.
That's a
The
screenshot.
little glow over on me from both guys.
You know what?
I
Here,
like
listen,
it.
I
I
think
like it.
this is what has to happen because the purple is on my on one side
There
of
you go.
There you go.
It feels better that way.
Wait, we were
it
talking
does.
Star Wars, so I feel like Brandon just went over to the dark side.
I'm always on the
We
dark
lost
side.
Do you guys ever play the Star Wars video games? Since we're on Star Wars,
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes,
I
yes.
was. So
in, dude.
we talk about controversial picks.
Oh.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Mhm.
I am a fan of. I will give it up objectively to Empire Strikes Back. I think objectively, I get it. That's the one that everybody loves in the whole
Mhm.
Skywalker saga. But me personally, it's the experience, it's the hype of Episode 1 that I was excited about. And one of the parts that everybody hates and feels like it lags in the movie was pod racing. So I was huge on the N64 pod racer
Oh, I
game.
love the
Like,
pod racing
that
game.
Yeah.
That was the best.
fantastic.
awesome.
That was my jam. I used to collect all the little Pepsi cans for Episode 1 and everything. So
Same.
around
same
that
here.
time, it was Pod Racer for N64 and then Rogue Squadron for N64.
Rogue
Those
Dude.
both
That was a good one. Yes.
were-
Dude, and there's a new one coming out, which I'm pretty psyched about.
Hasn't there? I feel like there's been a new Rogue Squadron coming out for years. Like,
No,
is
there's
it actually going to
new,
go into
there's a
production?
new pod racer game coming out. It's the
Oh,
only
pod
one
racing. Okay.
yeah, they did like a
Ooh.
PlayStation event or whatever, and that was the only one that I was interested in out of all the games that they showed.
Okay. All right. I'm excited about I'm excited
Yeah.
to hear that. I know they ported Pod Racer on the Switch so that you can play it. Like I haven't picked that up yet. I need to. But I didn't realize they were coming out with a brand new game. And I thought you were saying they were coming out with a new Rogue Squadron too. And I was thinking, wasn't Squadrons? Isn't that
Yes.
kind
Yeah,
of
That was an
It's kind of
old six.
the
I
spiritual
played that on
successor.
64 too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they came out with the Squadrons game recently, a little more
Yeah,
recently.
on PS5.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also I bought that and then I stopped playing it. You kind of need you need like the gear for it, I think, because playing
Yeah.
with a controller, it doesn't work.
I agree.
what
I
gear
got
did
to
you
a
have?
certain point.
Yeah, like a pod racer thing.
Like
what are we
like
talking about?
you need like the setup,
Little,
like a
like-
cockpit with the
Yeah.
Yeah, with the-
Oh, for Squadron, not pod.
yeah
Racer.
for Squadron.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, I don't remember it set
You
up.
need
for
a
Squadron.
1-to-1 pod
Yeah.
in your basement.
It has a magnet to carry over to connect to the controller.
Just flicking switches. Yeah.
Nerds.
All right, let's see. We got a couple people in the comment here. Rensu says Force Unleashed. That needs.
Yes, that was my
brought back.
game too.
Yes.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Those were solid, real solid. Great story.
We got Real Life Perspective show saying, "Hey fellas, it's Wednesday, my dudes, and I will be on with Real Life Perspective on Friday, talking about TMNT 2: Secret of the Use." So,
Ooh. Did you see it in the
Did you-
theater? The anniversary?
Did you?
yeah, I didn't go back to see it in the anniversary, unfortunately.
I tried to get him, but he was
cheat
busy.
He did. It's been a busy couple weeks, but
Okay.
but dude, I have such vivid memories of going to see it as a kid.
Oh
when it
yeah,
came
come
out.
on.
So, I only spent time with X-Wing and Shadow of the Empire. I don't think I played Shadow.
Shadow of the Empire on N64.
Shadow of the Empire is-
I remember that.
Dash Rendar?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
OG is Rebel Assault. I don't know if I remember that one either.
Rebel
You've
Assault.
never played
You got to
one.
play your video games, man.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, pick up six.
Toy Big was like, I still catch heat for saying I like episode 1. Dude, there's so much of episode 1 to love. I think
Yeah.
it was just, it's
I
like
think more people catch heat for saying they like episode 2.
yeah.
I could
Mhm.
see that now. It's funny how the landscape has changed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like even Attack of the Clones is getting a little more love,
Mhm.
and then also Revenge of the Sith. Now, I feel like a lot of people going back in hindsight. I don't know if it's because it's after the Disney trilogy that people are going back to the prequels and going, you know what, this wasn't that bad. This is actually pretty good.
They're rediscovering.
Yeah.
But I also think to your point earlier, Scotty, was just like the hype. Was Scotty, right? The hype about like going to the screenings and stuff, and the Pepsi cans and everything being like, it was just exciting, especially for episode 1.
The hype was crazy on episode 1.
I collected all those figures and the little comm reader that would like speak to you and shit. I was like, oh my, I'm all in on this shit. So
what about popcorn buckets? Are they bringing people in? You think?
I don't think they were doing popcorn buckets back then.
Not at that point, but maybe. I mean, I know they're bringing people now to movie theaters, but I know like around all that hype. I think sometimes as fans of older IPs that are getting rehashed, we lose sight of how to bring new lifeblood into the IPs. Making something new doesn't take away the thing that you originally fell in love with.
That's true.
And so what was happening around that time was people forgot that Star Wars initially was, bringing people in that were kids. Like they had experienced it in the 70s and 80s. And so now that we were coming around to the late 90s, early 2000s, rather than looking at it and thinking about it from the perspective of, I guess this is a little preview into the Star Wars Blerd Alert episode. Rather than looking at it from the,
you might say it's the prequel. Yeah,
hey,
it is the prequel.
There you go. This is another opportunity. This is an on-ramp for new fans, for younger fans, right? That hit me. I was like right around middle school age, so it was right at that perfect time where Anakin is like going away from his family for the first time. I guess actually trying to win his freedom, but the storytelling specifically speaking to me as a middle schooler at the time and loving all the hype. And this is for me. Like, yes, I enjoyed watching the Star Wars on VHS and on TBS, but like that felt like, as Brandon was saying, that felt like my dad's Star Wars. Right. But this is my Star Wars. And so be it different iterations of X-Men or Ninja Turtles or Spider-Man, it's like when you take a step back and rather than saying, not my turtles, it's kind of okay, chill out. Your turtles still exist. It's okay. And here is an on-ramp for more people to become fans and to join the fandom. And it's different. And that is, just because it's not for you doesn't mean it's bad. So,
This is Geek.life Quip showing up. He's doing so many streams that he's getting confused now.
but I'll say something too, because like during that time before we were able to see the prequels, like there was such a vacuum of like nothingness. You'd have to go to the books, and I like nerded out on the Timothy Zahn books and like read those, and I was like, oh man, this would be cool. That's how you got your way into those stories.
Right.
But to actually see it on the big screen again, that was it knocked my socks off. To see Darth Maul, young Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon Jinn, I'm like, oh man, come on, give me more of this.
Yeah, I think those. I mean, the lightsaber battles, right, in the prequels are unmatched. Like even
fast.
They're amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The best lightsaber fight.
Episode 1, dude.
Well, it's got to go either to episode 3 or episode 1. It's got to either be Anakin and Obi-Wan, or it's got to be the Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Darth Maul. Again, just
That's
that reveal, stepping
into
frame, doors open. I've got
the
one
music?
saber. I've got 2 sabers. Lose your mind. Like
the music when it like
jumps
in,
just
like,
I mean, I will
Goosebumps.
yield the fact too, because I think we may have actually talked about this on Geek Dad Live, because there were, before going back and actually rewatching all of them in order with my daughter, we gave her the choice as to, do you want to watch them in chronological order or do you want to watch them in release order? And so she was like, it makes sense to me to be able to watch episode 1, 2, 3 and like build up. Right. But in redoing that watch through with her and watching episode 3, I have to yield the fact, even though again it's a special place in my heart and it's my personal favorite, John Williams' Duel of the Fates definitely carries that fight for in episode 1. I mean, the score is everything. I don't even know, like I can't even think of the music for the lightsaber fight in episode 3. I can remember the scenery and the emotions, because here you have the overall arc of what we've all known the prequels to be. which is okay, you're building up to that eventual turn of Anakin. This is the origin story of Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader. So to have that culmination as a lightsaber fight on Mustafar. There you go. Almost scrapped that. Almost lost my nerd card. It's great. And so yeah, but I agree with you, Jay Shot. Best lightsaber fights. Yeah. Even better than the newer ones. I don't hate the new ones either though. I'm not trashing the sequel trilogy. It's just prequels were my jam.
I'll say another thing too. We got Mace Windu.
Yes.
Blerd representative over here. And I was like, hey, I can
purple lightsaber again, matching their lighting, going with Donatello.
I was there for it.
Brandon Gash coded. Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And you know what, to your point about the sequels, the sequel trilogy, right? That's what we call it. I wouldn't even compare the lightsaber battles because they didn't get the training. Right, like there's a roughness to it, hey, I just picked this up and I'm swinging it type of thing, as opposed to, especially in the prequels where it's like, hey, here's how the Jedi is trained, and here's all the different, here's all the different stances and ways you can hold a lightsaber, and it's like, here you go, Rey, take this, okay, cool, so
even to some regards, Luke is the same way. It's just like he didn't really get that much training, like as they would in
trained with the ball.
That's it. You're right. Yeah, the little floating ball, the blind,
and Yoda on his back, and he's just running.
Yeah.
But this is another thing that you pointed out. You said you watched it with your daughter all the way through, which is also another way of seeing it. But like for us growing up watching the prequels, you said you were in middle school, but by the time Episode 3 came out, you were not in middle school anymore.
High school. Yeah.
High school. Yeah.
So there is that time gap in between. So I wonder if that gap kind of affects how we perceive those movies, as opposed to kids watching it back to back to back to back.
That's true too. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
it's a different experience, right? Just like you were talking about catching things on TV and having to wait for commercial breaks, or seeing different other movies. Like we just recently talked about this on Blerd Alert too. Wait, was it Blerd Alert or was it Geek Dad Live? Now I am getting them blurred. Blerd. But talking about how there are different movies that I want to watch with my daughter, but what I don't want to do is like traumatize her the way that we were in the 90s. Again, Gash has a story about RoboCop watching it when you were 5?
Oh yeah.
I was watching Terminator 2 at 4. Like movies that we had no business watching when we were the age that we were. But if you caught them on TV, right, you could watch Trading Places that would play, on like a marathon between Trading Places and Coming to America every year around Christmas time, again on TBS. That like I caught those movies and watched those movies at a young age, but it was the TV edits, right? So it was like Mother Father, it
was clean,
or Yippee-Ki-Yay Mother Father with Die Hard or something like that, right? It's like, so I still got to laugh and I still got to enjoy it. And then as I became an adult, it was now I appreciate the jokes even more. But still introducing it to her at that pivotal young age to try and mold her to grow up and be another Blerd, just like your dad. So I wish there was a DVD feature where it was kind of like here's your airplane for TV edit, just for funsies. Don't do a whole disc where it's separate and edited, but if you give us an audio track of it cleaned up so that we can watch some of these movies, make it a little more family friendly, that would be
you cool. You could do it yourself, just watch it and just just record over.
Yeah, here you go.
And just mute it and save it. Wait for the.
I love you.
Other.
Yeah. Your dad's the best. Your knows best.
Let's see. Toy Mago says the weight is definitely a factor in the overall experience over watching them back to back. I mean, that's something new with binge culture now, right? I always go back to Westworld. Right, I remember watching Westworld as it was coming out, going to the office, and the next day we'd all talk about it. And if you didn't talk about it, you weren't allowed in the room, or if you didn't watch it, you weren't allowed in the room. But the build up to then collectively sharing that reveal at the end, right? If you haven't watched Westworld, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But like it's like that was a thing, and now it's just like, you know, like Machu said, he's like, hey, have you watched the Game of Thrones thing yet? I binged it. I want to talk about it. I was like, all right, I'm 2 weeks behind now, trying to catch up just so we can talk about it. And by the time I'm done with it, he's gonna be like, I moved on to something else. Like,
Dude, I watched the first season of Westworld like 5 times.
Dude, it's
and I could never get through it. Like I could never hop onto the second one.
Well, the second one is
the first season of Westworld is probably the best season of Westworld.
Yeah,
that's a really good one.
Yeah, and they had 4 seasons, right, or 5?
I want to say 4,
3 or 4. I don't know if it was 5.
I tried going back. Like I think I made it to season 3, where I was like, I can't do this anymore.
I didn't watch the last one all the way.
I caught like an episode here and there. I never watched it all the way through like that.
Let's see. Video power gaming. I remember being so scared of the movie The Gate as a little kid.
The Gate's a good one.
Probably should have watched it as a little kid. So, and thank you, Webhead, always being supportive of this way, and reminding everybody, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Out here, Webhead out here doing the Lord's work, and go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Redsu says, I remember watching Under Siege cake scene back in
Did you have to do the shield your eyes? Did anybody's parents come and
the first
and you're like,
shield your eyes movie that I do remember, because it really was kind of like, okay, it's Blockbuster. There is no internet. You don't know. Like, our parents apparently just didn't pay attention to the ratings, even though they had been there since Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. Isn't that where PG-13 came out?
Yeah.
And Gremlins was the other one. But it was House Party, because there was a scene where there was some horizontal activities, and I remember my parents going, and then sometimes where they try and cover it, but their fingers weren't all the way together. They don't say anything.
Yeah, because they're trying to watch it too. They're like, you know,
they're like, exactly. They're like,
come on.
It's usually your dad who's just like, you get a little break.
Like, I got to do this for your mom. Yeah.
Let the boy watch.
It's got to learn somehow.
I do remember. So the first time that happened was watching House Party, and then the first time it happened where like there was no hand and it was awkward, and I didn't even want to look over because we were actually in a theater watching a movie. Was it Matrix Reloaded, where there was like the rave scene and it was like slow motion and you can kind of see some things
sweat.
But for that, it was like me and one of my brothers went to see that with my dad, and then my mom took our youngest brother to go see like The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, something like that. I don't know. So it was like, it was me, my other brother, and my dad right there. And my dad didn't even try, and he was like, whatever. Like, you're
gonna see it anyway.
Like at that point, I think I was maybe a freshman. It was early into high school, so
there's no shields after that.
Detroit Dave says he'd watch a Quip dubbed version. So
I would too.
First season was killer. Fell off second season. 3 up. That's Westworld.
I think they tried to recreate that same like shock value. That's why they couldn't achieve it.
We couldn't do it. So it is so strange that we had to shield our eyes for nudity, but it was fine to watch people getting
violent. Exactly.
My wife has a take on that, where she's always like, you know, our kids are more likely to grow up and see someone naked than they are to see someone get their head blown off.
That's true.
Hopefully.
So I shared my cover your eyes stories. I guess anybody else, like, do y'all remember the first movie that, one, your parents covered your eyes, and then two, the first one that you were watching with them where they were just kind of like, whatever?
I don't remember watching
for sure.
movies
I do.
with my parents like that. I do remember with my cousin, we would have sleepovers and we would watch movies like I Know What You Did Last Summer. And we could only watch like 10 minutes at a time because we'd get scared, and then we would flip over to Cartoon Network and then we'd come back, and we just kept flip-flopping the whole time, just like that.
I have one. I have a good one. Eddie Murphy was king in our household, right? So Trading Spaces.
Okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis, you know what scene I'm talking about, right?
I know. As soon as you said Trading Spaces, I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my.
And Jamie Lee Curtis was a total babe back in the day, right?
Total babe.
Yeah,
Total babe. She was a babe up to.
You said back in the day?
I'll say she's still, she's still there.
True crime, she was a babe. What are you talking about?
Shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis.
In case you watch,
we salute you.
I for some reason Backdraft stands out in my head for the one
Backdraft.
Dad. Like, and it was like when they were the fire truck in the back. Yeah, but I don't feel like there was any actual things shown. It was all just implied.
Yeah.
So, but even watching Backdraft, I'm like, I shouldn't.
I don't
watching
remember
that.
anything in Backdraft that you should really.
I thought they did something on the back of the fire truck while they were driving through.
I feel like there was something that was alluded. I don't think there. I think it's to your point where the camera used to like pan off and maybe things would like rock. It's been a while since I watched Backdraft.
Maybe
loved the Universal Studios attraction for it, where the whole room would catch fire. Like that was a whole experience.
That was cool. But I might have watched the TV version. That's why I don't remember.
That could be it too.
That makes sense.
Oh, Quip, I know you don't like scary movies, but that would be a good rank and ramble
of just scary movies.
Yeah. Right, Brandon?
Well, you still have to dial it in because there's so many different franchises. Like you could have a whole episode.
But if you dial it in, then we end up in an Into the Spider-Verse situation.
That's still 3 hours.
You gotta be broad, yo. You gotta be broad.
You could just do scenes worthy of getting your eyes covered as a kid. So
for me, it was Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Yeah,
with the 3.
With the 3. With the 3.
True Lies.
True Lies. Yeah.
True Lies. Yeah.
Let's see. Migo says my parents told me to leave the room while they were watching Roadhouse. The theater for T2, and it blew my mind with all the F-bombs and violence. There you go.
Yeah.
And Koopa Steve says I remember being 7 watching Devil's Advocate in theaters. I became a holy man that day.
My goodness.
There you go. Okay.
There you go. My parents got divorced young. Oh, here we go. It's therapy hour now. So young, Dad let me watch whatever. He wasn't curbing his R-rated movie taste, and I was happy to watch.
Yeah.
There you go.
And nowadays, like as an adult, like if those scenes come up and I'm watching something with my parents, I feel awkward.
Oh yeah,
right. You're covering your own eyes.
You're covering your eyes, or you're going to.
Anybody need popcorn? Let me just get up, refresh.
I know. I was trying to watch Sinners with my parents, and I had to like leave during like certain scenes. I'm like, I'll see y'all later.
Was that when you went back home for a bit?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, Sinners is great, whatever. And I forgot, like, there's some racy stuff. Mom, Dad, like,
there's one scene that I had a visceral reaction to with the "Do you want some?" Like, but I don't want to go into too much detail.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But "Do you want some?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, like that. That was too much. It was too much. Like if you've ever had a dog that has the little jowls and everything, and they have the like white stuff collecting there and it drips off. I was like, there is nothing appealing about that scene to me.
Good Lord.
Oh man. No natural transition from that.
Absolutely not.
But one thing you did say was, like especially when we're talking about Star Wars, it's like this is your entry point, or this is a different entry point. It doesn't negate that. I feel like we can translate that into toys as well, right? Where it's like, here's how I got introduced to figures, and here's this. Like you still see a little bit of a divide in people where it's like, no, figure arts is the best, or it's like, but this is where I was introduced, and you have a soft spot. Is there any figure, and I would throw this out to everybody, is there any figure that you feel like was your introduction that other people may not consider, to be the best, but you still feel like it's something that holds a special value for you?
When we were kids or now?
Now, if you got back into collecting back in the day, I will add, you can't be one of your own figures that you've either created or designed.
So, Brandon, I mean, that just took out like 100 figures. But no, just 95. Yeah. So as a kid, it was the Darkwing Duck figures that I've talked about before. I had the little electric dude, and my brother had a Darkwing with the hat that would pop off with the button.
Yeah. And
funny enough, in my adulthood, when I got into collecting more, was middle of pandemic, pre-pandemic, and it was the Super 7 Turtles.
Okay. Because
I saw a review, and this was back in the day when Raph and Leo were like $200 on eBay.
Stop.
And I paid that, and I still think those figures. That's a hot take. I don't regret paying that much for those figures. I don't, because I still love them. And
I
that
mean-
was kind of what got me kind of going into this whole thing.
I mean, especially if you collected, Ninja Turtles growing up with the Playmates, right? Like Super 7 was just the plussed up version.
Well, and it literally felt like that. It felt like a remaster of something that was older.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
here
don't have to shy away from that. I can defend that. So yeah.
I feel like
What'd you grab, Brandon?
He just gets to pick it.
I remember it because just like there was a pause break in my collecting, especially of things that were too nerdy, because you feel like you have to grow up. Maybe that was forced upon me socially, like, toys are lame, like, why are you collecting toys? You're still going through the toy aisle and whatever. But I remember, like, I still remember it like it was yesterday, going to Kmart and for the first time seeing the Jim Lee Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and being like, damn, what are those? And they were next to like Savage Dragon. And that kind of re-sparked my love of collecting from where it was just kind of dormant. And, I'm still going to school and nobody's talking toys really, because it's like, oh, that's lame, you're a nerd, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of kept it deep down inside. But when I saw those turtles, I was like, oh man, I want them, I need them. And then even to just recently, a couple years back, just redesigning them and like making the Jim Lee upgraded turtles to complete the whole set. It just, it's cool. It's cool to me that those childhood memories still come up to inspire me today to make action figures and just stuff that I would like to see and bringing me joy. So yeah, those old school turtles still in my heart. I love those turtles.
And you guys were talking about these guys in the beginning. These guys are the next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
New entries.
Those are.
Yeah, these will hold me over until Mondo brings it.
Those are solid too.
They're great. Oh, and the Bebop and Rocksteady too look phenomenal. So
yeah, that Bebop and Rocksteady. I believe in you, Brandon. So I'm gonna sit tight, but it is hard. It is really hard to. Recently, I'm like, hey, I don't need 8 million different versions of the Turtles, because I had a bunch of different variants, primarily in the NECA cartoon line. That Wave 2 Bebop and Rocksteady are what got me back into collecting. I don't know if you can. Yeah, it's a little low. It's fine. But I've got most of the variants, and I was collecting all of the NECA variants of Bebop and Rocksteady until they dropped the Grandma Bebop and Baby Rocksteady variant, and there was just something to me that I was like, okay, I think I'm done. The Granny Bebop, fantastic,
really good.
It's Rocksteady in a diaper. If you love it, hey, that's for you. Love that for you, not for me. But I will say, as far as not turtles, but as far as toys that mean something to me that I think have gained a lot more fanfare over the recent years, particularly as the cost will reflect it. Toxic Crusaders. So Toxic Crusaders is one of those niche lines that, I mean, people who are deep in the toy collecting space know about Toxic Crusaders, but your casual like 90s kid who grew out of collecting, like if you showed them a Toxic Crusader out of the package, they'd go, oh yeah, I had that Ninja Turtles guy, because it's from Varner Studios and everything. So people might not think that they're worth what they're going for now, but to me personally, I feel like if I have one vintage line, and the reason why I started collecting the line, all right, so I've got all of them in this nice, neat little UV protective case, and they all live down there because I just recently did a re-rack. I'm getting ready for the Mondo Turtles. Whoop, whoop. But whenever the T word dropped, tariffs and what are we gonna do, and the price of toys are going up, and how are we going to like react to it, I immediately pivoted and thought, okay, well, I think at that point Mondo Turtles had been teased. So I was like, all right, Mondo Turtles had been teased. I'm backing out of the NECA cartoon line because I felt like the Mondo Turtles really captured all of the different aspects or iterations of the turtles, at least from what I was seeing from the initial what was teased for Donnie, right? I've said it before where it's like, okay, you got a little bit of the Mirage vibes with the white pupils, you've got the movie vibes with the actual pupiled eyes and kind of the goofiness there. You've got some of the different devices, which is some of your video game or maybe even your comic book iterations. I know I really think, like, when I look at them completely decked out in their gear, they look like the Injustice 2 DLC turtles to me, which those were my characters playing that game. So the fact that it pulls in the movies, the cartoon, the video games, I was like, okay, rather than having a bunch of different versions from NECA of like, okay, I've got the turtles from the video game, I've got the turtles from the cartoon, I've got the turtles from the movie, kind of smashing them all together, saving some space, saving some ducats from a lot of the stuff that I was selling. And kind of preparing for. So that's how I'm bankrolling the Mondo Turtles addiction, the bug that bit me. But even going through all that, preparing for the Mondo Turtles to come, what's going to tide me over? Hey, I know what's going to tide me over. Slowly, like one at a time, not rushing through it, looking for really good deals. I don't think I paid any more than I think the most I paid for one of those Toxic Crusader was maybe like $150 because I was really particular. It's got to be unpunched. But Attack Peter really also started me down the line because I mentioned maybe getting into Toxic Crusaders, and he sent me a No Zone that he had in his personal collection. He was like, I have the one. It's just been sitting on a shelf. You said you like them. It's yours. I was like, oh yeah, this definitely awakened something in me. So that's where Toxic Crusaders definitely to me is that line that as a toy collector, it's not a huge IP like Turtles or He-Man or Thundercats, but to me, that's just where it's at. Like if there's one toy that I would say really captures a little bit of the 80s, but really the bright colors of the 90s, but I say like a little bit of the gross out toy, like boy toy of the 90s, Toxic Crusaders is that for me.
Cool. I like that. I like too that you know, like that was a smart move to pivot, right? Like be like, oh, let's just focus on what's already here while this gets sorted out, type of thing. It's actually pretty good. Yeah.
I was so mad because I worked on the Super 7 Toxic Crusader, and I was like, oh man, if we go all in on this, like there's so many different wacky characters that we can update on, and you know, it would look great, but it didn't last more than just that one little wave. And,
I was sad too, Brandon. This is before I even knew you. You were my heart was broken because
I'm still broken.
That first wave dropped, and I was like, yes, okay. But I'm a wait and see, very cautious collector. So I said, okay, first wave dropped. Even if that wave becomes hard to find and I have to pay those aftermarket prices for it, I'm okay doing that as long as I know you at least get all of the original run. Like sprinkle in the new characters, but if you had filled out the ranks of the OG 9, sort of like what Sebastian was saying with the Ninja Turtles line of the of the original 10 from that 10 back, then I would have gone Super 7. But because Super 7 it got weird, they went on discount, they never went any further. I finally just got tired of waiting because then Trick or Treat Studios came out and said, hey, we're doing it. Okay, cool, great. And then they did Toxie and Kill 'Em Off, and then it was Radio Silence. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm sick of waiting. Now is the perfect time to just go.
What I'm hearing is if Quip bought the toys, it maybe could have gone for longer. That's what I'm hearing.
I bought the toy. Well,
I don't know where you put that on Quip. Yeah.
Well, when they went on discount,
don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
That is true, though. I don't think it got a lot of support, but there were fans. There was fans of the
I have a question for Quip. Is this your first one?
Do it on your own show. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Damn.
Is this my first 1/6? Yeah. These are my first 1/6 figures. I have the Sofubi. I like to call them Shark Bites Fruit Snacks Ripster.
Oh, nice.
I've got him again. Shout out to the homie over here. And then I've also got Takaro. I've got the black and white Takaro like vinyl. So those are like the first bigger figures that I've purchased, but these will be the first 1/6 scale figures. And I will say, I'm fighting the urge to also double back for like the 3-0 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that are 1/6. And maybe I can pay aftermarket for a DeLorean, and like I'm trying not to go.
Wow, you were going down the rabbit hole.
I will say that 3-0 Power Rangers. I have the big box set.
Yeah,
worth the money.
Oh,
those are the best.
To me?
Those are the best.
You want to make a deal? You want to talk off?
They're still on my shelf, so I don't know if I can sell them because
Okay.
I love them so
enough.
much. And if I were to sell them, then would that mean that like okay, maybe they're not that great because I am selling them?
Oh, that's true. That's true. That was a test, and you passed.
Dude, I've sold so many things. I sold all of my Mezco. I had a good amount. I had like all the scary movie Mezco figures. I sold those.
Okay.
I even sold that set that I love, the skull, like the band.
Pink skulls?
The pink skull.
Yeah.
I love that set, and I bought it, and then I was just like, I'm not doing anything with this. So I went through a purge.
You did, but that didn't it feel good? Didn't it feel a little bit like a weight off your shoulder? You're helping other collectors get some of those harder to find figures, but you're also raising money to buy.
When I did
figures.
it right before they reissued them too.
So you just
good timing. That was good timing.
Yeah.
Tony Retsu says one of his figures was the Kyoto Trigun, the Planet Gunsmoke figures. I think that was introduced me into imports. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
I don't know the figure. I mean, I know the show, but
I know the show, and that's another nickname I had for BG. It was Gash the Stampede.
Oh, I like that. Did you use that one yet?
I have used that one. I have.
Okay,
I have a running list. Sometimes they just come
yeah.
to me nicknames for Seb and Brandon. I'll just be going about my day. Ooh, that's a good one. Let me just put that in my notes.
Those are
and keep it
you
going.
have the best.
Dude, I was listening to your stream, J Shot, when you guys were talking about third party stuff, and Brandon, and somebody called them Grandin Bash.
Brandon Bash?
Yes.
I don't want to go too into the subject, but basically, like it dealt with you making figures of your own and having like a pseudonym.
Yeah.
And it will be, instead of Brandon Gash, it was Grandin Bash.
It was Grandin Bash because the idea was, should something happen with the licensing and we don't get what we want, could we then have you? Not you. Not
me at all.
Not you. Not you. Grandin Bash. Create.
Bash.
Yeah. Something in a third party is what we were saying.
You mean of the Turtles?
Yeah.
I mean,
don't feel with the idea.
I don't know. I can't speak for that random character.
Yeah, you can't speak for that person. He's a different person completely. We don't
absolutely completely. And you know what? I just might get the creative bug, and then I just start dropping random things too that just so happen to look like Brandon's.
Maybe.
But it's not Brandon. I'm just inspired by Brandon. Right.
Maybe they're tween terrapins. Who knows? It's fine. So
you never know. You never know.
It could happen. But yes, I don't want to go down that. That's for the after show. Yeah. Let's see. Those are fire on the top of my favorite turtle figs list. The Linjuan are plenty great too. Yeah, they are really good.
Shout out to Detroit Dave. He sent me these. I bought him off of him, but he's the one that bought doubles.
Oh, those turtles. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Awesome.
I collected some of the WWE and TBT line, but it's getting to a point where I gotta let go of some of these turtle stuff.
Is that did they recently do a WWE and TBT line, or is that the old crossover with 2012?
No, this was
last
2
summer
years ago.
Before?
It was like
is this where like Kofi Kingston was one of them? Okay.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes was
Casey.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I do vaguely remember that line.
Yeah.
All right, Macho, did you ever figure that you wanted to talk about that may or may not be liked by the community, but you got you back in, or you love?
Well, it didn't get me back in, but it's just like I had been hoping that going back to Star Wars, I'd been hoping that Hasbro would do the Bespin Luke.
Ooh.
And I really do like the 2-pack, but it's more for just Luke because like that's just a regular Vader.
Yeah.
And Yeah, no, I think they did this figure really well.
How great would it be if they brought back the action feature in the hand, just like
yeah,
just pops
just like popped off.
Wasn't it a magnet in the Power of the Fourth line? It was like just a magnet that like
that's
attached.
cool.
Yeah, I think
Didn't
that
know
was. It was
I don't
something like
remember
that.
that.
So, yes, I did. I did get mad that there was no Rhea Ripley and Venus. That's actually an interesting idea, Tom.
That is a good
Hasbro
idea.
doesn't sub-license Star Wars, right?
No.
No.
It's also why the Funkos are bobbleheads, because they're too close. So that's how they get around it. Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Okay.
We talked a lot, and I don't even know where to go from here. So, well, you know what? Since we're on turtles, so let's move Gash up.
I put us back to Star Wars. How would we get back
I
to
don't know.
Turtles?
Yeah, I'm not gonna move away from turtles. We could have been talking about anything but, and I would have been like, since someone mentioned turtles. Yeah. Leo obviously dropped this week, which not dropped, but went up for pre-order. And dude, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And I think I messaged you where it was like, hey, just I could use some money back, but because it was an immediate.
I can't help you with that. No,
yeah, but one thing I actually did want to talk about, because you guys were talking Spider-Man last night, and you talked about how the Roadkill Rodney arms were inspired by Dr. Octopus. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then of course Dole whips up a picture of him and like, stop it, Dole.
I know. I was so jealous.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like,
Also,
this,
happy belated birthday to Joel.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy belated.
HBD.
Yep.
Dole.
But I'm curious to find out like how much, like, obviously, you know, you go back and look at all the turtle kind of lore and different variations, but how much do you find that other pieces of fandom or pop culture inspire what you're doing or how you tie it into some of these things that you design?
Well, I gotta preface it. This all took a big team to put together.
Of course.
So it started with Hector and Peter and the Kacheriks really like hunkering down on the lore and the story and designing the world, starting with Donnie and then getting into Leo and the rest of the characters as well. And even before I jumped in, I've been a long lifetime turtle fan. So everything from comics, video games, the movies, the good and bad movies. I'm not going to say which ones are bad. All right.
Bad Ninja Turtle
They all
movies.
have
their
their special sauce.
Even
Right?
for Ramble and Rank.
Yeah, you know what?
That's gonna be a
we
good
might
one.
we might have to do that sometime.
Not a terrible idea.
So, even before getting involved on the project on my end, I saw like Toy Shiz had up from Toy Fair, New York, just like the little Donnie picture, just the concept art, and I was like, oh my god, those are the turtles. Like in my mind's eye, these are the turtles that would be released from Jim Henson or any of the studios that would work on these turtles for a live action movie. And even before jumping into toys, that was my dream. I wanted to work in special effects for movies, TV, and stuff like that. So seeing these turtles in concept, I was like, man, they're so cinematic. And now that I'm working with the Mondo team and able to maybe jump on one of these projects, I was and still am very, very hungry. And I called dibs on these projects like all the time. So I'm like, hey, who's sculpting the turtles, man? And I don't know. We got to see about schedules. And I'm like, Hector, man, come on. Like, who's working on the turtles? And well, we'll see. We'll see after you're done with Ripster or Mantis Alien or whatever. Like, we'll see. Maybe it goes to Tommy. Maybe it goes to Alex or May. I don't know. You know. And I'm like, God damn it.
Maybe they have an accident. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe you're gone in next month. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's good.
So I'm like, go ahead.
No, if you jump on the turtles, you leave some food for someone else with other stuff, you know.
Well, yeah, that's true. But luckily, you know, thank goodness I got Donnie. But it was a challenge because you're taking something that's already fully visually designed by the Kacheriks, and they even designed with sculpts. So they handed in sculpts, and the only thing really that needs to be done sometimes is getting it ready to go to factory. But I wanted to inject all of my love too, that I felt modern action figures should have, like details with the skin and even the swap out eyes. That was basically kind of something that organically happened within the team because we all love our different versions of the turtles. Like some people like the whiteout eyes, some people love it with pupils. And I was doing renders as I was progressing into articulation and cutting these things up and detailing them. And I was like, man, I really like the pupils. Like that's the Henson turtles, you know. It's like there's life behind the mask, and it's fun, you know. And maybe we have the option of like swapping them out, and everybody was like, oh yeah, that's pretty dope, yeah, we should probably do that. So then it just progressed from one good idea from the team to another person to this thing coming together like peanut butter and jelly, where that Donnie is the perfect Donnie.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to get that in 1/6, and I even see some of the stuff in 1/12, and it's really cool. All that stuff for 1/12 is awesome, very valid to the team MT community. But for 1/6, it's been really dry for that level of detail and kind of that style where it feels like pretty much a movie maquette brought to life with articulation and great paints by Mark Bristow. And man, wait till you see the packaging on this stuff. Oh my God. My God.
You keep doing that where you're just like casually dropping these things. They just keep us hanging on, right?
It's so good, but it's so good. Like it is the collector's like figure. It's hard to even call it a figure. It's just an experience at this point because it's telling a story.
Yeah, they don't put the packaging on the pictures, right? On the pre-order?
Nope.
No, they didn't. No.
Yeah. It's just
and just wait till y'all see it. It is insane. What Aaron Connolly and Jordan Christensen put together, and it's telling a wider story. It's like that is the missing piece from anybody who has collected turtles to anybody who just loved those 90s movies. Like you could put this figure right next to the VHS and it's like, man, it just works.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm just so hyped. I mean, they are, I think even hearing to your point earlier, right, where it was like the storyline that came up for them, not just like, I mean, they're beautiful. Like, you know, we've been praising you enough. But the storyline of just like, hey, this would continue if here's how they live in this world. And we got to hear that from Hector and Peter when we were at New York Toy Fair, I think, where we first saw the Leo too, and the fully painted Donnie. So, but yeah, like the care that goes into it. And I think when we had Peter on, I think we gave credit there too, because you guys care, right? Like you guys are making something, and being Mondo, you guys Mondo from a whole, it's getting people like you who care about the property, who are fans first, and then working into it. You know, and Sebastian, kind of the same way that you got brought in to do, a Goofy movie. Like you were a fan first. You were making stuff because you cared and you wanted to. And then Mondo was like, cool, let's give them an outlet to some degree. I'm sure they were a little bit like, well, I'm sure we can make some money. But it really is like, let's give the artist an outlet to create something that people want.
Mm-hmm.
So with these turtles...
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I was about to say, because I saw your comment. So with these turtles, there's no third movie. So it just follows after the second movie.
Careful.
There's no
I'm a fan of the third movie.
There is a third movie. I would say that this is playing in that same universe, a what if Mondoverse universe, where what if Hector and Pete were given, the director chair, and they had to assemble a team to make a movie, and their love of comics, the cartoons, and the video games and those movies all get boiled into a witch's brew, and then what gets spun out is new figures or new designs and stuff like that. So even when I saw the Kacherik's initial treatments and everything, I was like, okay, I could see where this is going, and my job is to crank it up like anything. It's like if I was hired as Stan Winston to bring the Terminator to life, and you gave me the story, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool. Let's run with it. Let's bring this to life. And so really that's my job, is just to bring these figures and designs to life and also inject my own love of the turtles and stuff. And sometimes it's stuff where, like the Odashi blade, that was like an afterthought with Leo, up to the point where it's like everything's already done, but we don't want just a normal blade. And see if you can come up with something. And I'm like, okay, let me put my Donnie hat on. Let me bust out the duct tape. Let me see how this would actually work. And I was like, well, if I was Donnie and I'm building a big old blade for my brother, Leo, what's in the sewer? Okay, we got a blade, but it'd be really cool to have it like electrified and heat up like a lightsaber, back to Star Wars. And maybe this is like a Kawasaki Ninja bike handle where you could like rev it up and chop through foot soldiers that are now from Dimension X and being built by Krang, and all this other crap started coming through. And I was like, oh yeah, let me show them. Let me see if they like this. And they were like, oh, this is dope. Yes, this goes in. This is good.
That's cool.
So it's stuff like that that organically happens with the Mondo team, and they are very artist first and the art first before it is just like, oh, we're just releasing a product. They actually care that, you know, they bring in all these artists, kind of like the Avengers. Like everybody has a strength and no weaknesses, because we all want to operate like at the umpth degree. Because I'm right next to May and Tommy Hodges and Alex Brewer. Like I couldn't slack on this at all. So this was my baby to bring to the world in a way, just to be next to their shoulders.
I don't think you slacked at all.
I appreciate it.
But if you felt like you slacked, feel free to turn it up.
No, hell no. With every single one of these, I guarantee you that they get cranked up more and more and more.
It's a Brandon Gash guarantee.
You
can take that to the bank.
You need a stamp to come on the screen and stuff.
Right there.
And then Sebastian, I mean, you know, how did it feel to like start designing and then kind of get that call? You
know, so it's it was basically like I was watching the Goofy movie with my kid, because we watched that movie a lot, and I decided to just do do like an ultimate style with the accessories and everything of Bobby with the Tower of Cheesa. And this is I didn't know as many people as I do now in the industry. And I don't have very much shame, so like I'll DM people like all day. And I think, and this was before I have many more pieces now on my Instagram, so I feel like whenever I DM somebody, they can like look through and be like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. But back in the day, that was my first post, and I sent it to Peter, and he goes, send these to Hector. And then when he said that, I lost my mind, and I went upstairs and started, like, my wife is always taking calls and she's always busy, but I was just trying to distract her, like trying to tell her things. So then we had a call and to talk about it. And at the end of the call, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be dorky, but can I screenshot this so I can save it? And I still have it, and one day I'll pull it up. But it's everyone going like this. Oh, sorry, I've been playing with that's weird. But they were not hold a screwdriver. But so yeah, and like I don't know, dude. Like I'm at the perfect stage in my life where I guess I'm like naively going into stuff without getting too nervous. Of course, I was nervous because like my first toy gig, I've done freelance work I have worked not with Disney directly, but I have done freelance work that has led to Disney work through other agencies and stuff. So I've been playing the game, but never like the toy stuff specifically. So to land Mondo as your first thing is kind of insane. And there was a little bit, so thankfully I was able to deliver. There was a lot of there was some, not a lot, but there was some direction changes on the set itself from what I initially delivered.
Okay.
So the story kind of changed. Mine was more focused on like a certain section of the movie, and I feel like the set now kind of goes through the whole movie from beginning, middle, and end, which is cool. So there are some parts. I know Brandon touched it, Alex touched it as well. So in that set, there's going to be some pieces that were sculpted by me. There were some pieces that are sculpted by Alex. I don't know if you, Brandon, had like specific pieces.
Yeah, there was some moving around and a couple things that I just thought would bring it to life a little bit.
So it's like a family affair, you know. But I remember when I delivered, it got passed to Brandon, and I didn't know this dude, but I knew 100% that like I saw a name, and I was just like, well, if he has it, this thing has a chance of getting made. You know what I mean? And that was like the coolest thing for me, because I was just like, okay, I did as much as I could, and then now this thing has to get made, and it's taking a little bit. Like every time I see Mondo release something new, I'm like, come on, guys, let's. It's been like 2 years now, you know. Let's get to this. But
put me in, coach.
But hopefully it'll happen soon. But
the thing about it is, like, you delivered the perfect shot of nostalgia in figure form for Goofy Movie at the right time too, because like I remember like growing up, Goofy Movie was like kind of a big part of the Black community. I'm not gonna lie, and it was like one of these cartoons where it was like it was clamshelled in the collection that was in the Disney vault in our house on VHS, and so just not have like proper figures for the longest time, that was kind of felt like a disservice. And then I saw your work on Instagram, and for you to have your first toy gig out the gate be for Mondo, like,
that's crazy.
I'm so jealous of you, bro. I had to crawl my way through like
and
Walmart
not just
figures
with Mondo, but with a Disney IP.
the
with
Disney
Mondo.
IP.
So I have a little bit of it's timing is so it's everything, dude, right? It's opportunity,
it's cojones.
It's timing, is putting myself out there in a way that like I didn't know any better, honestly. I was just like, I had no idea how the toy industry worked. I still don't know. I just realized that like it did pretty well. The post did pretty well on its own. So I was just like, okay, enough people like this. My dad always told me that you can ask for anything as long as you ask for it nicely. Not anything, but like 98% of things.
Manners will take you far. Manners,
but it worked out, and so I stepped away from like my social media for a little bit to get this going. Once I delivered it, I kind of came back, started doing the Space Jam stuff, which garnered like its own kind of thing. And honestly, dude, like Instagram to me, like I have love hate, because you know Instagram is pretty, you know, it's not great when it comes to social media and all that. But for me, the way that I've been able to handle it, it's been amazing. And the things that the people, I mean, just me being here, right? Yeah. It's just relationships developed through it, meeting the guys, being a part of their idea to make a podcast, that kind of stuff. It's literally all come from that post that I made. And I remember when I got to work on it, I couldn't talk about it. But Peter kept kind of mentioning it in conventions, but he wouldn't say who it was, which I understand. But I remember watching New York Comic Con, and they were talking in the panel, and somebody asked a question about something relating to like, do you guys take work submissions from other people and stuff like that? And he kind of alluded to the fact that we have somebody who is kind of new to the industry doing this piece. And he kind of told the story, which I assume was my story. It ended up, I'm pretty sure it ended up being that story. But that was once again, like I'm trying to find my wife. I'm like, dude, they're talking about me. You know what I mean? And of course, I recorded it and I have it saved. And eventually, I'll make like make a reel or something with some nice boppy music that will. Yeah. But awesome. And then eventually. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I remember distinctly. So like you dropping the stuff on your IG, and so Seb and I really started developing a friendship on the GDL Discord, and so he was sharing stuff there and putting it out, and you know, like so I kind of knew that was going on with the Goofy Movie, but then. Like you stopped pushing stuff out. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. And then I remember seeing that interview with Attack Peter, and I was like, hey, do you just so happen to be that artist? And Seb had it locked down, and I had to text him the little meme of Frodo going, "Fine, then keep your little secrets." But it was cool, like once you finally could come out and like confirm it. But I was like, because I was such a fan of your work and such a fan of Mondo, I was like, there's no way they're like, what other artist has put out different concepts for a Goofy movie? So as soon as Mondo announced we're doing a Goofy movie, I was like, that's interesting. But no, that's
and it took a while, and I remember seeing the latest iteration of the set, which is the set that's going to come out. I saw it for the first time because Toy Shiz posted it. Like it's not like Hector and Peter showed it to me. I was at home getting ready for it. It was like a Saturday or something, so I was hanging out and I look at my phone, and Toy Shiz posted the new render of the new set. So obviously I'm processing all of the new things that are happening with it and all that. And then what's it called? And then I think then maybe a week later, I kind of asked Peter, I'm like, you think it's cool if, oh, no, I didn't ask directly because I never asked directly. I think I said, the new set looks great. I'm excited to talk about it when the time comes or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, oh, yeah, you can talk about it now. And I'm like, all right, good.
Directly to the point. He's like, oh, he's trying to, yeah, you're fine.
But thankfully, I've been holding secrets for a long time. Like I did, I worked at an agency back in the day for a couple of years, and they had a lifetime NDA with Disney at the time that I got in, so you could never talk about anything that you did. Yeah. And then eventually they loosened up or not on that because I asked them like, hey, can I post some of the stuff? And the stuff that's up on my website is that. I recently looked up their website and they don't have it anymore, so I don't know if they pulled it for some reason, but I'm still gonna keep it until they tell me not to. But but yeah, it's interesting holding secrets. I'm sure Brandon knows.
Oh God, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah. Dude, I was gonna say, Brent, I remember when you were on with us, and this was before the Turtles were announced. Mm-hmm. And I did, dude, I was such an idiot watching it back. And I was like, oh my God. And you would just casually be like, yeah, there might be something you would be excited about. And then you just would take a sip of your giant Ninja Turtle milk. And I'd be like, oh, what's that? What are you talking about? He's like, I don't know. There it is. Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing.
Well, and the thing that's fun about watching Toy Talks and stuff, first of all, background, artist, everything. And the fact that Hector has the power to just like, if he wants to leak something or if he wants to tease something, he can do it, right?
That's cool.
So he'll be hanging out and randomly he'll say like, stay tuned, or he'll actually say something or whatever. And that's always exciting because it just trickles down from there,
I mean, didn't he do something similar like with the metallic and with the gummy ripsters too?
Where he just pulled them out of nowhere.
Just came up, he was like, oh yeah, I got this. And then he's got all the like, what? Oh, freeze, enhance.
During our holiday like special or whatever, like that whole
that lasted like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, just like one of our shows. Blerd Alert, hello.
We're just like Toy Talk.
But I mean, I don't know what they'll show, even if they invite me on.
Oh,
to be honest, like tease the next character that we're doing for Street Sharks, Streaks during that show. I was like, whoa, dang! Had no idea, no idea. They just pulled it out because I already put the renders out and the figure was already made. But like you said, I'm sworn to secrecy, and I sit on so much work that I'm so excited for you guys to see for maybe years, maybe 2 years. Sometimes things happen where it's like, oh, we got to push it back. Then I'm like, all right, cool. It's already done. It's locked, whatever.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost him.
He just mic dropped, dude.
Yeah, he apparently he spilled too many secrets.
Oh, I think he got pulled. Yeah.
Device is not connected. They just pulled him out. Yeah.
They just killed the internet to his house. Well, hopefully he'll come back.
Yeah, I'll text, make sure everything's good.
Detroit Dave did make a comment. He said, I'm going to need Mondo to stop caring because my wallet is crying from all the releases so far this year. Oh, I feel you, dude. I feel you.
I don't know how they keep him all straight. Like, it's so much stuff.
There he is.
Yeah.
We're worried about you.
That was Hector, man. He
They were like,
unplugged.
what's the severance protocol where they
Yes.
I forget where they escaped and he had to like flip the switch to
He's like, Hector's like, I can release what I want. I can also pull what I want.
He's got a
He came through
switch
the window.
for every
there was
single
like a
one of the
drone.
artists at Mondo.
Oh yeah, just a drone came in, just snipped the wires.
That was it. That was there.
So that's enough turtle talk for me.
That was
I
your
guess.
warning. Yeah, no more.
No, I'm kidding. I could talk more.
There was a question here saying, who are they putting on the Eric Pride's call on Me Squads?
Oh, the song "Call on Me"?
Price?
Follow me. Is that?
Yeah, I think that's what he means.
Which
Okay.
one? What is it? What for? What?
Let
me.
Yeah,
I don't know,
SPG.
but BPG posted a
Verify.
story
Yeah.
of that very famous like workout video from the 80s with all the leotards. And I told him, I'm like, that needs a 1-6 line. And he goes, or squads. And I'm like, either way.
Either way.
Squads might be good because it's pre-post. So
Yeah, not only Turtles, but the Over the Garden Wall squads got me. Beavis and Butthead, X-Men, so much. Yeah, dude. There's and
Squads is such a great line because it's like $150 and you get like core characters, all real monsters, Adventure Time. What are the other ones that are coming out?
The music.
Rocco's Modern Life. Don't know when those are going to drop. But
I don't know either, but I worked on those and I'm excited for them.
yeah,
we
those look
just got
great.
you back, Quip. Don't make him leave again. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
That's true.
The
You're
cords get cut if I talk too much.
right. You're right. That's my bad.
Dara, yeah, that was one of my favorites actually. That
Dara
was
is awesome.
I was really excited for that
I
one.
love that show too.
I love the glasses with the fire in them. That was one of my favorite accessories in that set. Guys, this has been great. We're coming up on time. We like to try to keep it around an hour and a half. But anything we didn't get a chance to talk about that you want to talk about besides our favorite Star Wars movies again, or anything I feel like we should have asked. I don't know. Chat, anything you guys got before we let these guys go and shut it down for another week. But yeah, if you're not watching, make sure you're watching Blerd Alert on Monday nights. Sometimes they'll bleed over into Tuesday mornings, depending on how long the episode goes.
Very true.
Yeah.
Not if my wife can help it.
Yeah, but anything you guys got coming up that you want to throw a plug in for, you want to promote? Brandon's coming for your wallets. Sebastian's coming for your wallets. So I don't know. Quip, you want to come for mine too, since everybody else is. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta get busy.
I
Drawing.
don't know what I got
I
left.
gotta build up my artistry chops to get on these two's level.
I think Quip's master plan is to just get Blerd Alert into the stratosphere. So we're trying to work on that.
I mean, you
At
guys
some point,
you're already doing it.
at some point we'll have speed on our.
Get Speed and Kai, and it's gonna be great.
There you go.
All the streamers.
All the streamers.
Yeah, I will attempt a backflip and I will just get destroyed. It'll be great.
Well, Speed
No.
is now in the WWE now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
We can make the connection there.
That's not something that I will try unless Jeff Hardy's involved.
Jeff Hardy's doing the subway wrestling right now. That's what he's doing. Surprise, Madam Web didn't make it into the cut in the last Blerd stream.
I
Are you really
didn't
surprised by
hate Madam Web.
I
I
haven't
didn't hate
seen
it.
it.
Wait a minute. Wait. You didn't hate it?
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but it was a movie.
Okay.
Like,
It was a movie.
Watched it all the way through. I have seen the movie, but no, it's a thing that exists.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out there.
That's broad. On that note,
Yeah.
follow Blerd Alert. It exists.
There you go.
It's a
That's
thing.
the tagline.
Yeah.
It's a thing that
Oh.
exists.
Macho, you got anything coming up?
We got the Chubsy thing coming up on Sunday.
We got the Chubsy event coming up on Sunday. So if you guys are going to be in the area, in the tri-state area, come hang out with us at Chubsy Wubsy Toys in New Jersey. It's going to be us and Detour Customs throwing a little shindig there. We're going to be doing giveaways. There's 15 want to make sure that's clear, % off any item in the store except for anything that's already marked down. But yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be doing random streams throughout the day, giving stuff away. It's going to be a fun time. So make sure you're
Quip,
there.
can we talk about our next podcast or no?
Can we? I feel like we should sit tight until some other things happen this week. Yeah.
Just build that suspense there. I'm
Build
sorry.
the suspense. Yeah. We're not going to be on it. I'll tell you that. So,
but you will be on. And that's what's most important.
That's how we get on other shows. Is I invite you guys on and then I guilt you into
just pouring salt.
I think what we need to have is Sebastian. You got to watch all the Star Wars. Every single one of them.
Well, I'm driving for 7 hours to Atlanta, so maybe I'll like put him on and I'll just listen to.
No.
Don't drive and watch.
That. Yeah,
that's not.
No, but I will listen.
No, don't listen. It's not an audiobook. It's a movie.
It's a movie. It's a real movie. Nah, you don't pick up the sauce with that. No,
it might be better that way. Who knows?
Anakin dropped the Riz on Padme. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. So yeah.
All right, maybe I'll just take my wife's romance playlist and I'll just listen to all that for 7 hours.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So my wife got me into those books too. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to share. You want to start a show about that?
Sure.
I got time on Fridays. That's about it. So,
you know that feeling I said when you're watching those scenes with your parents? This is what I feel like again.
What?
Covering your eyes.
Thanks to the.
Well, you got what's it called? You got ear muffin. Ear
muffins. Yeah.
Here, wait. I'll do this. You guys do this. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. So, there you go. Nope. All right, Sebastian says screw it. Thanks to the Blerd Alert crew for introducing me to some new streamers, Turtle fans, even with this crossover. Awesome, welcome.
Hell yeah.
We definitely talk about turtles and a lot of other random things too. If you don't invite them on, J-Shot will bully you into moving the show to another day. Hey. Just because there were other shows on Wednesday that aren't on Wednesday anymore, that doesn't mean it was my fault. Okay, a lot of decisions.
So happens.
Yeah, it's okay.
It wasn't J Shot. It was B Shot.
B Shot.
It was S Shot. He hangs out with Grandin Bash.
yeah. Such a bad guy.
But yeah, make sure you guys catch us on every Wednesday. If you're new, every Wednesday we go to the show at 8 p.m. Like I said, I will be on Real Life Perspective show on Friday talking TMNT 2, Secret of the Use. And then also you've got Bagger Rich Shorts on Thursday with Alan Rappa and No Chewing along with They're Not Adults. I'm busy this week, man. I am busy this week.
That's a lot, dude.
So yeah, oh boy, I'm already exhausted. But guys, thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. This was a great conversation that I didn't expect to go the way it did, but boy, am I glad it did, because that was a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you so much. And whether you guys are watching live or on the replay, we appreciate you guys for watching. We wouldn't be here talking to these awesome dudes. What I call you guys, the terrific threesome? I don't know. That sounds weird too. But we wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you for tuning in each week. And, once again, on behalf of Mashka and I, we appreciate you guys. Go make some content. Go be proud of yourselves. And that's it. Machu, do that outro, man. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Peace.
Later.